Y'all got
Like,
some
it's
good
like-
pizza.
Whataburger is
Shake
objectively trash.
Whoa. You're okay.
Fucking tell him, Garrick, tell him.
I hate Whataburger.
That is
dude.
not.
I literally
Whataburger
tried
is
Whataburger.
not
I was like,
East
what the
Coast.
fuck
First,
is
no.
this?
First of
That's-
all,
no, that's Southern.
Whataburger
actually, but
is
it's
not
Southern.
East
It is
Coast.
Southern. It is Southern, yeah.
It's
That's
Southern.
still bad.
Is that a
Okay,
Texas,
get that
right?
through your
Whataburger?
fucking skull first. Second.
It's bad.
Second.
Second,
awful,
tell him, DJ.
dude.
Okay.
Tell him.
I
It's
agree.
awful.
The burgers are awful, but you don't go to Whataburger for the fucking burger, okay? Even though it's in the fucking
It's in the name, dude. As
It
an,
does-
as
no.
an outsider,
No.
who was traveling through, nobody was
Garrett,
there to educate me.
You don't
No
go
one gave
to
me the-
Buffalo Wild Wings to get
Garrett,
wings.
I blame the locals then because they fucked me, man.
Garrick, let me tell you. I'm gonna quote a video of these British guys trying Whataburger, okay?
He said, "Let me
They
tell
said,
you."
they said,
Bro, what's all
they
this
said,
thing?
I think that's why it's named Whataburger, because if you go up and order a burger at Whataburger, they're gonna like, what? A burger? You're gonna order a burger instead of a patty melt? You fucking idiot!
What is poppin', everybody? This is a show about ships wrecking.
Why did you start it like that?
Yeah. What is your
No,
problem?
honestly,
What
honestly,
is your
we should
major
do a-
malfunction?
Yeah. What is your problem?
I was trying to
We should
roll.
do an
Always.
episode where we actually talk about ships and shipwrecks.
Can we do that? Is tonight the night? Tonight's the night we actually
No,
talk
not
about
tonight,
ships.
dude. I don't want to do that shit.
Oh,
Tonight.
okay.
No, we need more inspiration for that one.
I like how he
He
tossed
said,
the
"No,
idea. He's
not
like, not
tonight."
tonight, though.
No, not tonight.
I am
Man,
one
dude, I
of
think about
your.
you. I don't want to implement it immediately.
I'm one of your
Things take time.
captains, Ernell Pearson, alongside the man who took a poop. It is Devin Brevin, the dude.
I did take a poop.
He
It was
did take
nice.
a poop, yeah. Certified
Yeah.
poop. You know what I'm saying? Just stamp it. Certified.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody usually does that at least once in a day. Usually.
Certify the poop.
That takes one.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody drops
You
hot
certify
snakes
it
at
every
least once
2
a day.
weeks, I think.
Everyone does? I don't know if everyone does. Does everybody poop every day?
I don't think so.
I mean, a healthy person does.
Because I
But
feel
that
like
doesn't mean
constipated.
everybody does.
I feel like every
That
woman
one
said
healthy
in my
person
life.
that doesn't poop every day is just like,
Yeah.
I did follow that up with usually. Usually. See, I added the asterisk
okay.
to it.
So I feel like every woman in my
Okay.
life poops like every other day.
No. That's not true at all. They're just lying.
They're like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll accept that.
Well, dude,
I'll
women
accept
don't
that.
poop.
I,
or
like,
pee.
yeah, I firmly believe they're cutting that number in half.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, like, what
Mm.
what reason would they have to lie though?
I don't know. My wife lies about silly stuff like that all the time.
You want to bring her on? Bring her on right now. Let's ask her. Let's
Absolutely not.
not a fucking chance, right? Oh my god, the way she'd fucking strangle you afterwards if you're like,
I was
babe,
gonna- no, it
come
wouldn't
here,
even
come
be
here."
afterwards. It would be on camera.
On camera, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
and like literally, you guys would watch me get killed, like right here on episode.
That is
That'd
absolutely
be
for sure.
interesting.
yeah, imagine the first time we all meet together is for Garrick's funeral.
That'd be something.
Speaking of which, we have another man who would get strangled by his wife if he exposed her for pooping. It is my little Thai peanut. It's Xander.
That is very true.
Mhm.
What's
See,
going
it's
on?
not
It's
just
a,
mine.
it's
Very
a
specific.
Monday, y'all. It's a fucking Monday, y'all.
Fucking Monday.
Monday.
Is it Monday? Yeah, it is Monday.
It's Monday.
God damn, dude,
It's
my
Monday.
brain.
So
is your brain's
It's my
brain in
Tuesday.
today?
so ships, am I
No,
right?
not
Shut
really.
the fuck up.
Shit, right.
What? Ernell had the day off. Be mad at him.
I did. Even though I worked anyway for most of the fucking day, so that's all right. I spent this weekend trying to like finagle a little bit with my schedule and say like, hey, what happens if I do like a regular work day at my computer, like for most of the day on Saturday? And that wasn't a good time. That was a very not good time. And so today I was like, what if I did like half a work day today? Today felt much better. Much better. I got 2 videos edited. I did like 1 mission on Mecha Break before they like put it on the fucking maintenance for the rest of the goddamn day. That pissed me off. That super pissed me off.
I want to play that game so bad.
Oh my god, Garrick, I cannot wait for you to play this fucking game.
It looks
that
exactly
game is so
like
sick.
It's
Xander was like,
fucking
it's all
rad,
right,
dude.
and then I watched the clip. I'm like, no, this is what I needed it to be.
It is everything
so
you
much
wanted
fun.
to fucking be, dude.
My only caveat was that so if you've played the tutorial was so fun, and it was like I was like, I want this to keep going. I want to keep like just like playing a linear story with this and just face off against like big ass fucking bosses the entire time.
You can.
That's Armored Core. Just go play Armored Core.
You can. There's missions.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for a regular.
But I think it might have like a campaign.
It does.
I just think it's a multiplayer focused game.
Yeah, there are missions that you can play for the battlefield section that you have to like pick a specific suit, and it lets you play out like a storyline with that suit. So you can do those. You don't have to do the
I'll be doing
multiplayer things. But I was doing both. I did one of the obviously the tutorial mission, and then I did one multiplayer mission last night as well. That was really fucking cool because I was like, all right, let's go in and see what everything fucking feels like in like a PvP setting, right? And it is wild. What's like
fucking
the
format of that? Yeah. What's like the format of that? Like for the PvP?
It's 6v6, and they have different game types. So I didn't play all of them, so I don't know all the game types. But Devin might have played a few more than I did.
There's like capture the flag, and like
there's
I did domination.
There's one that I played. It's kind of like like in Overwatch where you have to like push the convoy.
Payload.
But it's like the payload. But like both sides have a payload, and so it's like whoever can get their payload.
Oh, rather than attack and defend, it's like a race.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like Exoprimal.
Exoprimal does it exactly. Yeah, damn it! I'm here thinking of something. Exoprimal exactly did it that way.
That was the one that I did today, and it felt fucking. It was so hard, man. It was so fucking difficult because like the other team, they all did like I can't remember what I think it's Falcon. No, it's the one that starts with a P, but he has like these like big like wings that come out and like shoots like a bunch of lasers at you and shit. It's fucking crazy. But they like all played with that suit, and like it was fucking annoying because I was playing as Panther. And he has.
I was gonna ask about Panther.
Panther's sick. Panther's fucking dope. He has this big lance, but the problem is that the lance attack, you like charge it up, and then he like charges at them with the lance, but it's like nonstop. You can't like stop the momentum once it gets going. And I guess like if you do some fucking specific thing, I don't know what I did, but there's some specific mission thing that if you do it, they give you like 400,000 of the like in-game credits. And I was like, fuck, I guess I'll just buy every fucking suit then. So I got every single suit. I unlocked every single accessory thing that you can unlock. And I was just like, fuck it, why not, dude? They even give you an exclusive suit for doing it. That's like this super attack heavy like suit that has this like fucking machine like guns all over it. Like
Firestar, something like that.
Firestorm, I think.
Inferno.
Yeah. It's fucking cool, Garrett.
This sounds so fucking rad.
It's literally Gundam the game. The Gundam game that we've been needing and wanting.
It sounds and looks so fucking cool. I legit want to play it.
Voice acting was actually surprisingly good.
It's a bunch of anime voice actors. It is actually straight up. Like the guy who plays Vegeta voices in it. The guy. Yeah, and there's also Spike from Cowboy Bebop in it too.
I did not know that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, because like during the voice acting for the tutorial, I was like, dude, this literally feels like I'm like listening to an anime.
Yeah,
like wild thing. It's like it's actually pretty.
It is Gundam the game. It is Gundam the game. It really is.
It's cool, Garrick, because it's effectively Armored Core without the like massive learning curve that Armored Core has. So like you're not having to worry about like parts and this and that. And
like Armored Core comes with.
Yeah. Like you got the suit. You can customize the look of the suit. You can customize some of the weapons that the suit comes with. But for the most part, like the suit's built for you. And so you're just pretty much picking like what type of hero you want to be playing as, because different suits have different like utility, and so like there's ones that are better for aerial combat, there's ones that are better for like quick combat on the ground, there's some that are just like super heavy tank guys, there's even a brawler suit as well that I really like too. But yeah, it's fucking.
When you say brawler, you mean like fucking Dukes Up?
He has like big old thick boy ass legs and big old thick boy ass arms, and he just has this huge fucking axe that he just like put on your boosters and just shoot at someone and just smack them with the fucking axe, dude. It's great.
All I need in life is I just want to be able to go burning Gundam on somebody and just fist fight everybody to death.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a possibility, man. I'll tell you what, like they got some really, really cool stuff here. I'm excited for it. I'm filming a bunch of B-roll, so if you guys want me to talk about it next Tuesday when I'm actually on, I would be happy to fucking do that, because I
would love that.
Really, really like.
I've been playing it a bunch too.
Yeah, so. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. I'm super fucking down. But speaking of really, really cool fucking robots, we have the guy who likes really, really fucking cool robots. It is Garrick Bartholomew. Robot. How are you, Garrick?
Fucking good, man. I got back from my camping trip yesterday. I had a lovely little mini vacation out in the woods.
Yeah.
The trip was so we had been planning the the camp trip for we planned it back in June or July, I believe. Me and my cousin Storm and my brother and our good friend Patrick. We all got together and like planned this trip.
Oh, Patrick.
And we were
I haven't heard from Patrick in a long time. How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing good, man. Doing good. He took a little breaky break from work to come out with us for the weekend, and we were planning on going out to like this campground called South Fork, and like they had a few like first come first serve campgrounds, but like also we knew like it was gonna be like it's like the last big summer here. Camping's pretty big in Utah, so like we decided, fuck it, we'll go out like a day early, and we left on Thursday night instead of Friday morning. And there was literally no fucking campgrounds and no campsites available like anywhere in like the 20-mile like radius that we were working with. They were all completely full. And we ended up like finding we ended up going to this last resort campground called Monte Cristo Campground. And then like down the road we doubled back and they had like an unmarked campsite. It was called Monte Cristo Camping. And like literally it was just like off the grid, like pack in, pack out shit. Like there's nothing out there. No toilets, no running water. And we said, fuck it. We packed and planned for the trip. So we just found one of the unmarked campgrounds, set up our shit, built the fire pit on our own, and literally just ended up staying out in an unmarked campground for the weekend. And we literally did nothing. I did nothing all weekend. We basically sat around, listened to fucking music, and ate campfire food. Or no?
Dude, these pictures, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. So, question. Hi, Ernell Pearson from Good Kraken. Did this trip actually was this place actually real? Because you said South Forks and they had Monte Cristos, and I'm not convinced that like was this fucking Candyland for food? I don't understand like what this place is.
So there's like
for your utensils.
Yeah, they have milkshakes too. You camped out in milkshake land.
No, those are the only two that happen to be named food related. Literally everything else is some random fucking shit. Okay. Actually, not gonna lie. Okay. The campsite next to the one that we stayed at was called Dry Bread Pond. So
that's crazy.
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there is a correlation there that you noticed that I did not. But the other ones were like, one of them was called Meadows, and then the other one was called there was South Fork, there was Meadows, but and then the Dry Bread Pond. We didn't check that one out because it was like up some fuck all dirt road, and I wasn't driving my little Honda Fit down that. But yeah, we stayed. I didn't even consider like Monte because it's called Monte Cristo Peak. And so, like, we were basically staying on the peak of the mountain, like just
so the sandwiches are up there. Gotcha.
Yeah, up there. Exactly.
Higher elevation.
And so
that's where they grow.
Yeah, so we stayed out there for the weekend. Weather was like immaculate. We were like such high elevation that it was like 30 degrees cooler than at my house. It was like you could literally tell the time of day by the weather. It was really weird. Like we would wake up and it'd be cold as shit. And then by 11, it'd be windy. And then by 6, there'd be a light rain. And then by 7, there'd be a wind again. And then it would just get cold. It was really, and like, it would just kind of top out at like 75 degrees and just be windy. We literally like just sat around and chit chatted for like the whole weekend. It was so fucking nice.
Perfect conditions for Monte Cristo sandwiches to grow like right off the vine. You just pluck them right off the vine.
You literally, we just like there was a hiking trail just down the way. You just follow the hiking trail about a quarter of the mile. There's rows and rows of trees. You just
click south.
Pluck them right. You can literally just pluck them right off the branch. There's so many different flavors this time of year. This season. We're peak Monte Cristo harvesting season.
I love that. I love that for you. Camping at Forks. I love it. No spoons allowed. We also have our very own. It is twitch.tv's DJ Simfix.
What's up, brother?
DJ, question for you.
What's up, brother?
Do you like camping?
Dude, I don't like white people activities.
Dude, actually, I have a question for you.
Camping's a very American activity for sure.
Have you ever been camping?
No.
Then how can you say you don't like it?
I genuinely
I don't want to get bit by any bugs.
See, that's
yeah, dude, but like going camping is like inviting them to bite me. You know what I'm saying? I get bit out of like, it's not of my will, it just happens. Right? But if I'm going camping, dude, that rate gets higher and the chances get higher. You know what I'm saying?
My man said there's camping and they're playing with Ouija boards.
I don't want to go missing. Dude, you know how many people go missing going fucking camping and hiking and all this dumb bullshit, dude?
Yo, for real, no, this is so real though, dude. Like this goes to like a number of things, right? Of like what we were talking about before. Like, what are some things that like people just do as a society that is fucking shocking to you now? Like blowing out birthday candles, right? That's fucking crazy that we do that shit. That's fucking nuts, right? Like, literally I'm just gonna put all my spit all over this cake
in a long time.
And then all of you are gonna eat this fucking cake that I just spat all over, right? That's fucking crazy. But we really allow ourselves to go out and just sleep in the woods. Just like there's all sorts of wild shit in the fucking woods, and we allow ourselves to fucking do that, man. I've seen Wolf Creek.
That's where we came from.
Okay, I've seen Last House on the Left. All sorts of crazy shit happens in the fucking forest, guys. All sorts of Blair Witch Project. Come on, DJ.
That's why you go strap.
I have a headcanon theory.
Okay.
People who go hiking, camping, staying out in the fucking wilderness overnight. It's out of a power complex that they need to have to reclaim nature or some shit. Like it belongs to them. I respect nature. I just let it be where it is. I'm here in the city, cozy with my air conditioning. Okay, I don't need to be out there.
I feel like that's such a fucking flip-flopped way of. It's actually the opposite.
We've evolved so much. We don't need to be out there anymore. We don't need to stay in caves and shit no more. We got houses now.
Yep.
Yeah, we can readily cook food. Activity, DJ. It's for fun.
Listen, go on a treadmill for recreation.
Nah, dude.
Go to your local YMCA for recreation.
This is all the same arguments that I have. This is all the same arguments that I have against hiking.
Why do I need to buy a fucking Yukon and drive myself over to some bum ass mountain?
Thank you.
To like sit around some trees that fucking give me allergies because of a pollen allergy. You know what I'm saying? And also get bit up by some fucking random bugs, okay? I twist my ankle trying to hike up this fucking hill over here, dude. And then now I gotta wait because now the park ranger's gotta come in. You gotta fucking call him.
Right. DJ doesn't like camping because his bloodline is weak. I get it.
Nah, dude,
man, I come from a warrior bloodline, and I come from a warrior bloodline. All right,
DJ, don't you take this from
I respect my ancestors for putting their lives on the line, so then I can be able to sit comfortably in my room with air conditioning.
There you go. That's real respect right there.
Okay, I know. I don't need to be out there. I don't need to be out there. They fought for my rights.
But one of my best friends in the world, Corey, he's Cantonese and literally owns a campground. For all
but what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do?
Listen, you don't understand. That's the most Cantonese thing possible.
Doesn't mean anything.
He didn't say I'm going to go camping every year. He said I'm going to go buy the campground so that people pay me to go do white people shit.
No, he doesn't rent it out to anybody. He just lets homies and family use it.
Even better. You know what I'm saying?
Look, see, Esco says, look, when you hit a midlife crisis, you pick something to do, run a marathon, go hike. See, this is all old people shit.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I can't be caught dead out there.
All the same arguments I've been making about hiking.
Life is old.
And they didn't understand what I was trying to say about this fucking hiking old, shit,
dude.
man.
I'm sorry.
Hiking,
I didn't know that was news.
Camping, disc golf. It's like, if you guys want to cosplay as cavemen, just say that. Just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. I'm sure there's some kind of convention out there for you, dude.
No. Ernell.
Yo,
it's like that one. It's like when you quote tweet that one video every time you see it. That motherfucker Viking. He thinks a Viking is just jumping into a fucking pool.
He like jumps off a waterfall. Like, is that what you think Vikings did? Is that what you think Vikings did, Devin?
You know what Corey and I do and my friends we do when we go camping?
Jump off waterfalls, battle axles.
No. We glamp straight up. We have like outhouses that are well maintained and generators and shit. We bring a fucking projector and we watch movies, like scary movies in the woods when it's dark. And I also bring my Switch. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
I'm not going in the woods. I'm staying no cabin.
Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah. No outhouse.
Skill issue. But we stay in tents and everything. There's no cabin or anything like that, so we're sleeping outside. It's very intense.
Is it outside if you're in a tent?
Yes. Yeah, we watch horror movies in the dark.
I'm naked, but I'm wearing clothes.
We listen to the No Sleep podcast. We do, we do ghost stories. That's like one of the things that we do.
Y'all elevated the white people shit by adding on more white people shit. Like, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Garrick, we got to go camping together now.
Fuck yeah, dude. Devin and I would have such a good time camping.
DJ, did you hear them? They said we're gonna.
Xander, you can come with us.
We do white people shit. And we add horror stuff on top of the white people shit. That's some shit that I don't fuck with, man. That's some shit I don't fuck with.
Xander would do it. Look at him. Look at him being quiet.
I specifically like look for camping ghost stories too, like stuff that happens in the woods.
Half of Xander.
I love that shit, like cryptid stories and stuff.
Yeah. Like there's this one like
half
I have
Xander's
like one
ready to
story
go right now.
Like, this is why you don't go outside in Appalachia.
See,
exactly. I love those camp stories.
Xander's cross because
Reddit is called the thing in the field.
Genetically speaking, Xander is kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that my beef happened with camping like my senior year when I went tarp camping with my friend, and I was like,
you can have bad experiences and it can fuck it. It really can.
I was like, this is what y'all do. This is what you guys do. Like, this is fucking crazy, right? And because I was like, oh, cool, you're gonna bring tents and so like we went camping when I was like, fucking younger or whatnot, whatever, fine. But he was like, no, you don't bring tent. You just bring one bag and you bring a tarp, and then we'll provide a couple of other things like food and shit like that. But for the most part, we're hunting for our own food. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Like what the fuck did you just say? Like, you want me to hunt for my own food?
Coolers. One of them's literally just beer.
In modern day society, you are allowing yourself to be in a survival willingly. You're willingly in a survival situation? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Menu.
That's crazy.
We literally have a planned fucking menu.
People go camping with an itinerary, dude. It's actually
that's how I do it too.
And you pack with a checklist, brother.
That's normal fucking camping.
Ton of hot dogs and buns. Always a shit ton of brats.
Yep. Sandwich stuff is a go-to.
Yep.
I always make pancakes when we go camping. Yep. I have a set of cast iron.
Yeah, s'more stuff, right?
I do sausage with eggs. Sausage, egg, and potatoes, like normal.
Sausage, eggs, and potatoes.
He eats that every day. Don't be fooled.
I normal breakfast. Actually, I've been intermittent fasting, and I only eat between the times of 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. now. So I only eat lunch and dinner.
11:01 hits, and he's like, "Got my country potatoes."
No. I've today I had chicken and rice with broccoli for lunch, and then for dinner I had a couple pastrami sandwiches that I made at home with a bunch of veggies and stuff.
If you, I heard that if you go to
fasting inadvertently for the last 7 years,
if you go to
pastrami burger,
if you go to South Forks, you can actually at the top of the peak of the mountain. There's Monte Cristo plant, so you can just.
There's a North Fork too.
What I was gonna say though is what I do when I go camping is I make like little like meals that are wrapped in tinfoil. So I'll do like chicken with
hobo
veggies.
Dinners.
Yeah, I make those and put the oil and seasoning and everything inside, and then you just set it on top of the fire and let it cook
literally
for a while.
Just stick it in the coals on the edge of the fire pit. Come back to it, put it in around 5, come back around 6. Everything's cooked perfect, delicious, and juicy.
Yep, I do that. That's what I do. I pre-make a bunch of those depending on how many days. I'll make like 2 for each day.
See, my ancestors did that for a really, really long time. We would wrap meat in banana leaves and we would stick that in the hot sand, and that would cook that meat over the course of the day and whatnot. But I like DJ respect my ancestors and say they did it so I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They did it so that I will never, ever, ever have to do that again. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you've ever seen Amos camping, you would understand why I go camping. Because that fucking dog loves camping.
Amos doing anything is fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a dog. Like dogs are cute no matter what.
Dude, I remember one time I went camping up on Mount Hood, and there was like this creek that we were hiking through. We were hiking through the creek because it wasn't super deep. It got like up to waist high at some points. And Amos was just running everywhere and like diving into the water, getting up and like jumping on top of rocks and jumping back in the water. It was so fucking cute.
Amos is a Vaporeon variant. You know what they say about Vaporeon?
No.
That's only what you say about Vaporeons.
No, I don't say it. I just think it.
In another life, Devin is a cat screaming at his owner at 7 a.m. for breakfast, and not a minute later. No. I don't really like house cats that much.
No, Devin's not a cat. He's not a cat in another life. That's for sure. He's definitely a dog.
Yeah.
But he's like...
I like cats, but I don't like owning cats. I don't like the idea of a cat shitting and pissing inside of a sandy box and then getting on top of my kitchen counter.
But you're cool with your dog running around the fucking mud and putting his paws on you. Okay. All right.
No, because if he gets in the mud, I clean him up.
Oh, okay.
I wipe off his paws and shit.
I clean my cat.
Not everybody does.
No, that's fair. I definitely don't clean my cat every time. I don't watch him close enough to know every time that he shits in that box. I know that. That's for sure.
Like when I had a cat, I used to do the tin foil thing on the counters,
and you would cook it. You would cook it in the coals. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
This is the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, 5 of the Brethren Core gather together to discuss anything and everything the coals cook inside the tinfoil. If you're on this way, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before you go live on podcasts and video services. But you can also support us by following or subscribing to Good Kraken over at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. Or by subscribing to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in our bio somewhere down here in order to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. DJ.
What's up, brother?
My brother in hiking hatred. We have some captain's orders. Guys, please check out our latest episode of 20,000 Films. We got a chance to have DJ and Devin and kind of like me and Spirit. It's a write-in, so like whatever. We got to review the worst movie in the past 5 years this weekend. That was an interesting time. It was a very, very interesting time. My Friday fucking sucked.
How interesting was it?
It was a crazy. I'm gonna get into it, but Friday was a fucking mess.
It was a stinker.
And then I was like I was watching their show while I was waiting for all this shit to unfold. And I was like, wow, I'm very glad that every single one of us knew this movie was fucking dog shit.
So
just knew.
I saw the score, but I haven't listened to the episode yet. Mm-hmm. I just have one, I feel like this is going to be a pretty clear cut question. Is this like bad, or is this like we might owe Morbius a little bit of an apology bad?
Oh, this is worse than Morbius. It's worse than Morbius.
It's worse than we owe a Morbius an apology for this. Like this is
it's worse than Rebel Moon, but I still think Madam Web might be worse.
Like Madam Web is so bad that it's good ironically.
Yeah.
Rebel Moon too, because like you could laugh at it. I think Borderlands, like it's just bad. Like it's bad. Like I don't even want to think about watching.
The other three movies had some kind of redeeming quality.
There was like something about it, even if it was just one.
Like Rebel Moon at least had like decent CGI because it's it's Snyder's, like
I thought it was just funny. The story, like the story is funny.
I mean, like like Rebel Moon's story is fucking dog shit, right? But like the production of the movie was decent. Like the production was decent. Yeah, like Morbius, at least like Morbius is a cool character, right? Like we can at least say that. Like some things kind of looked really fucking cool. Madam Web, it was so fucking awful and had so many issues. You can at least giggle about it, right? When he's like, I have to kill those girls, right? And you're just kind of like, oh yeah, dude, for sure. That movie's fucking laughable. This movie is just bad, Garrick. It's just bad.
Rough.
It's just bad. The CG's bad. The story's bad. The acting's
eagerly
bad.
Awaiting your full opinions on the episodes.
Marcus was good. Marcus was good, but that's it. That is it. Yeah, and he's in the movie for all of 5 minutes. By the way, the best character,
less, I think.
Yeah, less than 5 minutes. Yeah, fucking crazy. Guys, we're moving Splash Damage, our weekly gameplay stream, to Wednesdays from now on. That's right. You guys
Wednesday.
You guys said, hey,
Splash Damage over on GK.
We kind of miss you guys being really bad at video games, except for DJ, who can click heads. Could we please watch you guys do really bad at video games again? And we were like, you know what? Fine, we can work that out. We can work that out.
Watch Ernell try to walk across the log.
Wow, you're never gonna let that go. I mean, I've been front and forward and telling you I don't like hiking. You know what I'm saying? I don't like hiking. I don't like hiking in video games. I don't like hiking in
I
real
don't know,
life.
man.
I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd with the way that you couldn't do that balance meter, I'd hate to see you play Tony Hawk.
Ernell, you literally played a game exclusively about rock climbing, as did I, and loved it.
That's rock climbing, dude. That's different.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's hiking adjacent as fuck.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's hiking but vertical.
Rock climbing requires
one. You can rock climb indoors. Secondly, there is an innate risk of actually fucking dying in a cool way, like falling. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can fall
instead of dying in your sleep by some like fucking
falling.
some fucking.
Don't sleep while you hike, DJ.
Don't say that. You can die hiking. Shut the fuck up. Nobody dies hiking. They die while hiking. Not from the hiking.
You go missing during a hike.
Exactly.
People fall while hiking.
These things are these things are parallel, not perpendicular. Okay, like you're getting the causation confused here. People don't die from hiking related things. They die from things happening while they're hiking. Whether it's someone kidnapped them and they fucking killed them in the forest, mountain lion. That's not from hiking.
There's literally a hiking trail here in Utah that requires you to boulder 3 large boulders on the outside of a cliff.
Isn't that just rock climbing?
Like that's just part of because it's part of the hike. It's on the trail. You have to climb over because rock climbing. That's why I said boulder. You have to boulder 3 boulders.
Wait.
Bouldering is its own activity.
Wait, hold on. You said
the ape caves. You have to boulder in there too.
You said you have to climb over a boulder.
I said you have to boulder over 3 boulders.
And that's not what Xander, do me a favor.
Bouldering is its own activity.
Do me a favor. Xander, what is a boulder? Could you Google that for me? What is a boulder? Please, just entertain me here for a second, right? What is a boulder?
He's really gonna pull the literal definition of climbing a rock and be that asshole.
Yeah, he is.
Like, it's rock climbing because you literally climb on a rock.
Nobody says you have to wave over these waves. Like you have to fucking swim. You have to swim. Like it is swimming. Right? The action of swimming.
I'm gonna take
except for a wave.
Wait. Xander has an answer. Xander has an answer.
Rugby is just football for people who don't like rules.
Rugby came first. Firstly, go ahead, Xander.
But listen, I have to take Garrick's side on this because clearly you didn't watch the Olympics this year because bouldering is actually a fucking thing.
Because did we win a medal in that category?
Is rock climbing an Olympic sport?
Yes, we did actually.
Is rock climbing an Olympic sport?
Yes, on the US team, think
so. Is it? Okay.
I believe it was gold.
I was watching it the other day. Brooke Rabbiteau.
Climbing.
Yeah.
There's sport climbing.
Over in bouldering?
Sport climbing.
Yeah, that's like its own thing. Well, they sports climbing, they have like designed walls and stuff.
What do you know? Sport climbing involves 3 formats: bouldering, speed, and lead. They fall under the umbrella of rock climbing.
It's still its own activity.
Shut the fuck up.
It is okay. I mean, I'll give to you that it is rock climbing, right?
That definition you said in bouldering is inherently a definition. That's like
it's like
are you gonna?
That's like saying the subcategories of music aren't valid. Like metalcore and post-hardcore aren't things.
You right now are indirectly defending the people who call hardcore, metalcore, and all that screamo. You are defending that right now by
DJ.
Your heels in on this.
DJ, I want to point out. DJ, I want to point out the wonderful situation here in which I pushed back on the definition of bouldering, right? Bouldering and hiking, and the 2 white guys.
Fought
2.5 white guys fought for their fucking lives.
2.5 men.
Xander gets debonated for half an episode.
They weren't having it, dude. They weren't fucking having it, man. Yo, my bad, bro. My bad. I'm offending your rock climbing, bro.
For you guys.
Hey, you're offending my culture. Don't say we don't have culture.
Is rock climbing your guys' culture? I'm so sorry.
You won't catch me rock climbing, brother. I'm not that real white.
I know
it's calisthenics, bro.
Tom Cruise kind of white. That's a whole other different type of white.
That's some crazy shit.
Tom just running.
That's why I just keep it at camping, because as far as like white people activity goes, camping requires the least amount of energy. I don't have to walk around. Like it's like an hour and a half of initial setup, and then 3 to 4 days of absolutely nothing.
Did you guys?
Yeah, camping is second only to fishing for
for nothing. Yeah, for as far as like activities where you can get away with doing literally nothing.
See, I'll do fishing. I'll do fishing
like
as long as it's like on land. You know, my days of boat fishing are fucking long ago, and I'm fucking over it. I don't want to.
Boat fishing is how you get the big stuff, though.
Yeah, I know, and I fucking hated it. I hated it so fucking bad. I never want to do it again. So if I go fishing, I'd rather just be on land in a nice little foldable lawn chair, right?
I'll never forget the time I was really young. This one time I went fishing with my dad out at the coast on one of those jetties, whatever the fuck they're called. You know, the big rock formations, wave breakers.
Jetty.
Yeah. He handed me his Leatherman to take a hook out of a fish mouth that I caught. I had to be 8, maybe 9 years old. I've already done this a lot, even when I was that young. And I dropped it. It slipped out of my hand down into the rocks in between. And those Leathermans,
$80 a piece, dude, minimum.
And my dad was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Get your ass in the car, boy.
I'll never forget that. Pretty much, dude. He was so pissed.
Get your ass in the car. We're going hiking.
Go back to the fucking car. Yeah. We're done.
Oh, yeah.
I remember back then, that's when we used to get up really early and go fishing. And that's when you could get the buckets of French fries at McDonald's. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So yeah, we'd get a bucket of French fries and McChickens or something. I don't know. I can't remember the burger. I just
chickens or something.
Probably a McChicken.
Probably a McChicken. Yeah. Not a McRib. Unfortunately, it's out of beta culture. It's disappointing, but
dude, the McRib is gross.
Love the McRib.
It's just fucking leftover school food that you're paying 3 times the amount.
Here we fucking go.
And now school lunch food is
everything on the McDonald's menu is just high school bullshit food.
Yeah, but a McRib is $5.39. a McChicken is less than $2. It used to be less than $1.
Yeah, and it's worth less than $2.
But you're saying the McRib is worth over $5?
No, God, no. No one said that.
No. Nothing on the McDonald's menu is worth what it is nowadays because inflation.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had McDonald's in a long time, to tell you the truth. I don't even know if the McChicken really represents me anymore. I haven't had it in like fucking 7 months, 8 months.
Since like, you anymore. He's voting McChicken for the 2024 election. That's crazy. I feel like no fast food is worth the price that they cost anymore, because I didn't realize
not at all.
I didn't realize this shit until the other week, boys. But like, typically after seeing a movie, me and Marilyn will just like hit Taco Bell really quick for dinner and just like go eat that at home because it's like late, you know. I spent $31 at Taco Bell the other day, and I was like, like looking at my online order, because like I don't order at the window anymore because Maryland drives me fucking crazy. I have a story about that, but I now only exclusively do the online ordering. Listen, I'll tell you really fast. The last time we window ordered or like menu ordered, the guy couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear him, and Maryland wanted something super fucking specific. So he was like, "What'd you say?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "What did you say?" And I was like, what?" And he, like, his microphone is really like, he's like, "What is it?" I was like
just the worst, the worst, like stereotypical drive-through voice.
So she just like leaped over me and she was like, "I want," and then like said her like whole fucking order, and he was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, when me and her started like kind of like getting into it a little bit, where I was like, I can't fucking hear him. Like, just I'm trying to get your fucking order in. And so we finished the order, and I was like, I'm never ordering through the fucking like speaker again, ever again. They have the app. I'm just gonna fucking do it that way. Anyways, I went and looked at my order on the app, and I was like, what about this order is costing fucking $31? What about it, right? And it's like, okay, like a chalupa,
everything,
right? Like, you know, like a chalupa costs a little bit more on the heavier side for Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. We get it. But there's like a spicy potato soft taco on there. You know what I'm saying? There's like chips and cheese. You know, like shit that like back when I was in high school, these were like $1. You know what I'm saying?
Cheaper. They were like, dude. They
like
were
75
like
cents or something, right?
59 cents.
Legit, just 99 cents.
It's
89 cents, I think.
It's gross, man. I mean, like, even
that was
like,
a 5-layer burrito, dude. It was 89 cents
for a hot minute there. For a hot minute there, I was ordering a lot of food delivery while I was at work because my car's been broken down.
89 cents, for the.
And so I was like ordering
5-layer,
ordering shit online to have delivered to my office, and I mean, fucking Subway. You know what I'm saying? Fucking $14. $14.
Fuck Subway. Yeah, there's shit. I walked into a Subway one time to get lunch because I was like, you know what? That sounds decent. I was like, it's right here. I'll get this. I walked in, looked at their menu, and I looked right up to their sandwich artist. And then I was like, where's your $5 footlongs? They're like, we don't do those. And I just went, and I laughed out loud. Just one big laugh. And I walked out.
You're like, why the fuck would anybody come here if you don't have those?
Dude,
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just, man, like they want to be Jimmy John so fucking bad. It's crazy. But just like I feel like obviously we've talked at fucking length about the state of things right now. But fast food, specifically, costing how much it does now is just in fucking insane. And I know that is the most absurd fucking first world problem ass shit that I'm fucking complaining about right now. But just like, holy fuck, guys! Like,
it's true though.
Like the originally, the argument for fast food was that like, oh, like it works great in impoverished areas because that's the only thing that impoverished people can, you know, afford to buy on like a regular fucking basis because groceries cost too fucking much, right? And then, well, how the fuck does that work now? Because like, who would have thought that like
now groceries cost way too fucking much too?
Exactly, dude. Like I used to be able to like drop $5 at Taco Bell and be good for like half an entire fucking day. and be like totally fucking set. I could like not eat breakfast. Be like, cool. I'll just buy like a beefy 5-layer and like 2 soft tacos.
Right? Oh my God. Do you remember when they used to have one day every year where their crunch wraps were only $1? I would go buy like 10 of those motherfuckers. That's crazy. Yeah, they used to do that. There was like a crunch wrap day, and I would go in and I would just get 10 of those motherfuckers, and I would have leftover crunch wraps to have the next day.
God, have one and then freeze the other 9.
Oh my God, Xander, your hand was up.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say because it promotes a larger issue because like with inflation as a whole, we got fast food prices going up, and in turn we have groceries going up. So it's like my whole thing was always like for a little bit there, and I will say the biggest thing we got to look at where you're buying your groceries because Aldi is like the saving grace to all this, but it's like my whole thing was, okay, so fast food's costing too much. Let's just see what we can do about like getting the types of groceries that we need to cook that stuff at home. That way we don't have to, that way we can make a larger amount of it and it lasts a little bit longer. So our money's going somewhere like worth it. But at the same time, like it's just like, well, we don't always want the same things, you know. And it makes everything so much more difficult. And it's just, and yes, like you say, it is like might be a first world problem, but like it's still a fucking problem. Like what the fuck, dude? Like why?
It's like
why do we have to deal with the shit?
That's why when Walls says that he's gonna make grocery prices cheaper, I believe him because he's one of the only people that said anything about it. Yep. When he said he's gonna do it, and after looking at what he did for his state, I was just like, you know what, this guy might actually do something.
Yeah, he might actually. This guy might actually. Lunches. He likes lunches.
Yeah, this guy might actually.
2 bags of groceries shouldn't cost $75 fucking.
Dude, I spent $98 on like 4 days of fucking food the other day. I was like, oh
yeah, you got like 4 bags in your hand. And you're like, did I really just drop $100 on fucking nothing? Like, what the hell?
We did this grocery trip specifically like smaller because we had already a bunch of stuff that we would have needed, and then we also we went out of our way to kind of like try this.
Also, it was like the pickup. It was like the pickup grocery shop trip, where like we need like one thing for this, one thing, and and
we also went on to try this, like, you know, like the box meal things. They like ship it to you and you just prepare them for like dinner or whatever. We tried one of those for like a week. They sent us like a week worth of food, so we were like, okay, really we only just need things for like the off days, right? So like my lunch at work and, you know, any sort of like snackage or anything that we want like in between. And so we're like, cool, we'll just do a quick small shopping trip. We just need like pesto and like some other like random like little tiny things, and it still ended up being like $98.60. I was like, oh my fucking god,
pesto was $8.
Yep. 5 Question, but yeah.
Do you have like a specific grocer that have you signed up for like their like value program or whatever?
Well, we typically do Winco because, as Devin knows, we're like right up the street from Winco.
Same.
Winco is typically the cheapest, honestly.
In the Portland area, they're for sure like the cheapest
by like a lot. And they do ads too. You should coupon. Ernell, I coupon. Makes everything like.
Yeah, because like the one that's right next to us, we have this place called Food City, and they have like a lot of deals with as long as you have like their value card.
Garrick went camping there, dude. That's crazy. That's where Garrick went camping, dude. This is like Monte Cristo Peak, fucking Milkshake Valley.
It's crazy because like it's like for the I picked up like mozzarella cheese today, and they had a buy one get one free deal, but only if you have the value card. If you don't have the value card, you're paying like $5-6 for these things.
That's what Safeway does.
Buy one get one free. It was like two and some change. Like
that's what
it's insane how much. Like I know it's only like $2 like off the brain, but like that shit adds up.
But it fucking adds up.
Yeah, that's what Safeway and Kroger's and Fred Meyer's does. They do the whole thing, club card and
like any grocery store that we've ever gone to at this point is like we just sign up for that shit and like we use it because like obviously we've also gotten to this point where it's like Aldi is our main source of like affordable groceries, but they don't always have the best like say like the best meat or like the best produce. So we have other places that we have to go to, and it just becomes like a huge mess. So next thing you know, we're like signing up for all this shit, trying to make sure we save as much money as fucking possible. It's just insane, dude.
So Devin texted me. He texted me this meme photo that was like, what was it, like, let's try the new barbecue place in town, and it says like the new barbecue place in town.
I'll put it in chat for everybody.
Okay. Put it in fucking, this is so fucking funny, dude. No, it's just disappointing, man, because like obviously like our generation has suffered enough. One would argue, okay? Like, we're probably never like Garrick reasonably is the only one here who's probably ever gonna have a house, ever. Like, realistically speaking, Xander in second place.
And like, I got lucky as fuck.
I ain't never gonna have a fucking house. Devin's probably never gonna have a fucking house. DJ, I fucking hope you get a fucking house one day.
I'll have a house. I'll have a house.
Have. Own.
Yep.
Own.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
With the career path I'm on right now, yeah, I'll be able to buy a house.
Give me
like 4 or 5 years.
There's people making like $150,000 a year that still don't have fucking houses, man.
You have a partner. I don't.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy out here. And a lot of that is because of the volatility of everything in our fucking lives. And all I'm asking is that if I can't have a fucking house one day, unless I work my absolute fucking ass off, if I have to work fucking 80-hour goddamn work weeks just to get a fucking house, the least I can do and have is $5 a Taco Bell. Fill me up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm fucking asking.
I just want affordable chicken nuggets. God damn it.
God damn it, man.
Their $7 meal fills me up. It gets me one of those double stacked tacos, a burrito, and a chalupa with chips and cheese and a drink. That fills me up.
I will say there is a place. I don't know if you guys have one near you, but there's a place called Crystal in my area, and I will give them credit because one, they give a very nice veteran discount. Thank you guys. But also they have this thing where it's like feed the fam deal, and it's literally like a family portion meal for like $15.
That's a pretty damn good deal. That's a pretty damn good deal. I have the photo that Devin sent me up on our stream right now. See, and this is what I'm talking about, because this is so real. It's so real, dude. $25.
Really, yeah, dude. Shrinkflation on portions is insane at restaurants, especially like restaurants you used to like frequent. And like you go there and you're like, that's like the portions and the quality of the food has dipped significantly since I was here last.
Well, dude, even fucking Red Robin's, for example, Red Robin's, like their serving sizes have gotten smaller, and it's crazy,
dude, because their big burgers was like their whole gimmick, man.
I know what you're fucking up to.
Dude, I haven't been to Red Robin in like probably like it has to be like at least 3-4 years now.
Listen, right? Garrick, we talked about this. I finally tried Cane's, and the only real caveat that I had there was that it was fucking $20 for this.
It's gotten pretty pricey.
It has gotten very pricey. A little bit, even since like I started going there. I downgraded to the box combo because I don't like the price of the Caniac.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's getting rough, dude.
It's like 20 and what fucking am I in Starfield? What fucking universe are we in where chicken strips, French fries, and bread are fucking $20 now? Like when we listen, DJ, when we were young tots, okay, when we were old lads, okay,
the young boy.
When you discovered fire,
brother.
I would argue that chicken strips, fries, and a slice of bread was $8 when we were young. I don't know about you guys, but I remember some $8 chicken strip baskets. Okay, I remember.
Oh yeah, like $8.99 for like a chicken strip basket at like
get it over anywhere, at the Dairy
anywhere
Queen
you go,
chill, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Like your little, like your local little like burger place, like
and then you get like a little $1.99. The little Dairy Queen Dolly Pop or whatever.
Oh, a dilly pop.
Dilly pop.
Dilly pop. Yeah,
Dilly pop. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. And listen, I understand the irony too. I'm the one who's overweight here, and I'm the one bitching about food the most. But like, okay, just hear me out, guys. Just hear me out.
I know, because like I used to order so big. I used to order so big when I would go to these fast food restaurants. Or now, like, it's legit, not even just you. And like, I literally like sometimes like I've just started eating a little less personally, but a lot of the times like I'll get like that hunger will hit me, you know, and like I want to eat like I used to eat when I would order at these places, and then like I'm like sitting on the app like prepping my order, because this is the reason I don't go through the drive-through, because like there's nothing worse than like ordering shit from the drive-through and like seeing it add up on the fucking screen. You're like, I can't undo this. You can't like I've locked myself in. Yeah, but you can. Right,
but like that's such a shit thing to do.
Does that make me? If I'm gonna be like, actually,
all they have to do is press a couple buttons. It's not that shitty.
No, dude, but it feels shitty. It feels shitty, dude. Because it's on the screen, right? You're all but locked the fuck in. Okay, it's on the screen, because then they're gonna say, does everything look right? Are you gonna be that guy that says, no, no?
It's like Marvel putting up Avengers Dynasty, and then all of a sudden they say, oh no, you know what? Avengers Doomsday.
Because it feels to me, it's like when you go to like go to the grocery store and you're like running your groceries, and like you see the total, it's like 123.25, and you're like, I only brought 100, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Like, you don't want to be that person.
And they're like, oh, well, what do you want to take off, right? And so now you're doing this like hustle and bustle, like take off the milk, and now they're staring at you, right? They're like, beep, beep. And like they're doing it. They're doing it, dude.
Proverbially happening through the speaker system. I can feel it. Like I can feel that interaction.
It's different, Devin. I feel you. It's different when you're like, can I get no tomatoes? And they still have tomatoes on there, right? And you're like, hey, I said no tomatoes. Don't put that on there. Like, oh yeah, sorry, right? That's different. But if I'm like,
yeah, that's 100%.
If I'm like, can you take off the chalupa? That's where I'm like, oh no, like
just because I overordered.
I
mean, but that's why I also have like a ton of fucking anxiety and don't really like social conflict like that, especially with strangers. So that's why I just use the app, because like I can get to like that subtotal, and I'm just
bang, oh no, let's go,
dude. Like, y'all ever get to the subtotal and you're like, fuck that. You like start taking shit off. You're like, eyes were way bigger than eyes were not bigger than the stomach. They were bigger than the wallet on that one. Jesus.
What the fuck do you mean $50? Dude, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, fucking ordered like $36 worth of Taco Bell for just me, and you're like, no, we do not need that.
Xander.
Now I was gonna say, like, to what Garrick was saying, like how he started like eating less because of the cost and stuff like that. Like I jokingly but realistically, I put a tweet out like months ago. It was like, I went vegetarian to save money, not because I care about health. We are not the same, or some shit like that. Like, but like legitimately, I was like looking at the cost of like meat versus vegetables, and like vegetables,
protein's expensive as fuck.
Especially canned vegetables, like super cheap. Fucking, I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I can live off of black beans and chickpeas, sure. And like, which honestly, if anyone's interested, chickpea Indian dishes are really good to save money, and you still get a lot of protein.
But do you know how ridiculous it fucking sounds to have to even contemplate a literal lifestyle change just for the sake of saving money? Yeah. Right, like the fact that there are like probably other people, not just you, that have considered stuff very much like that.
Yeah, no, I'm like legitimately like 90% vegetarian at this point, and it's insane.
I shop at Winco, and their chicken is really cheap compared to other places.
It is,
and I get their ground turkey. That's like the only protein that I buy now is like ground turkey, turkey kielbasa. So expensive. I will do beef if there's a good deal, and I really want to like have a steak dish, because every now and then I like to make homemade mashed potatoes with some asparagus and a nice steak.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like red meat in general is just like so expensive nowadays.
It's not that good for you.
You really got to pick and choose.
I try actually. I don't eat a lot of red meat because I'm overweight, so I like. If I'm going to be a little blemished about my food control, then the least I can do is at least make some good choices, right? And so like red meat, I don't do a whole lot of, because I'm worried about like getting a fucking heart attack. One, it's like mainly, but two, like I haven't had a whole full like physical workup from a doctor in so long. You know what I mean? Like I haven't gotten like the blood testing, checking your weight, checking your health, generally speaking. I haven't done that since I was like 20. And I worry that I could have some issues that are going unseen. So I'm trying to like mitigate that as much as I possibly can. So I'm like, all right, let's not eat beef as often. Let's chill on that, right? Yeah, Xander?
I say if we haven't done it until then, we should do some like Try Guys level shit for our first meet. Like for the first time we ever like all are physically in the same area together. We all just go to the doctor together and we film that shit and see what happens.
I literally just got health insurance. Like my health insurance my health insurance card like literally just came in. I actually haven't even
hold on.
set it up.
Violation.
Don't put his fucking insurance card up on screen.
I got this right here. You have your social too. Put up your social while you're at it. Your ID.
I just got it. But yeah, I actually need to set up a doctor's appointment because it's been a few years. It's been a few years.
Highly recommend, man. Big time recommend.
I'm an idiot because I have VA healthcare.
Yeah.
I still haven't set anything up.
Jackass. You total jackass. Like you.
Hey, listen. Hear me out. I go to therapy regularly, at least. Okay, so I have that set up. Okay.
DJ, are you in good health?
Listen, I'm more concerned about what's going on up here right now.
What?
DJ, are you what? Are you like what? Because I don't know how often DJ is DJ on top of his doctor visits. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how DJ.
I haven't visited a doctor in like years.
Okay. So it's not just us.
Like even a decade.
Even the younglings are kind of like, ooh, doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like
not a decade. Actually, I've seen a doctor when I've gotten sick, but not.
Oh yeah, but I mean like the workups, you know what I'm saying? Like generally just going.
They don't need to check me up, dude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. You don't want that. You don't.
As I said, as I was sick like 2 weeks ago.
Bang your head and cough.
Yeah. The guy that was sick. I'm pretty sure. I feel like DJ's been sick a lot this year. Actually. I might be wrong about that.
Not that much. No.
I want to say 4 times.
Like it was
I've
twice.
Been fucking sick a lot this year.
Like 2 times this year where it was just bad. You know, like I think like I had a worse time. Like I think maybe either last year or the year before. I think I had like a really bad time.
I'm not gonna say shit because I don't want to jinx it. So.
Yeah, I'm not. Let's move on. I kind of went and dug into some of the prior write-ons that we had here in our Discord, kind of bolster up some potential conversation. I found one that I was like, you know what, maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
Amanda Panda writes in to our Discord, just like you guys can. And she says, have you guys ever seen a movie that made you think deeply about life?
Yeah, all the time. Like I can recall several movies. Like I love those. Those are the ones I tend to go like revisit in theaters the most.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer was actually one of those recently. Like that
really?
Was like, yeah, I found that to be a very contemplative film for me because like I felt like that spoke a lot to like the way that we view things now versus the way we view things then. Because like there was like that weird disconnect from a lot of folks that thought that like they were like overly praising like who Oppenheimer was as a person, and I was just like, I don't think you watched the same movie as me because like there was like a philosophical film about a deeply flawed man who like literally regretted his biggest accomplishment ever. And like used like the later half of his life to basically try to like mitigate the damage he created. Like, and so like, yeah, stuff. I love shit like that.
His name is on the film. Of course, is going to be slightly biased to the guy. Like his name is on the film.
Right.
It's not like it's not the Manhattan
Read in
Project.
between the lines.
It's fucking Oppenheimer, dog.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about that. Well, and it's funny too that you mentioned that because Barbie was one of the ones that I would say I've seen of recent that like made me.
Barbie's good too.
Big brain, because that movie was wildly deep, wildly fucking deep. But I suppose a different way that we can reference this is what is like the movie that made you think about life. Let's do that. Let's go around the table. Like, what is the one that had you like having an existential fucking crisis, right? Like that's what I'm looking for. Let's roll into that. Is anyone locked and loaded by any chance?
Ooh, Big Fish.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah,
okay,
really good one. I'm gonna have to think like really hard
for a lot of different things too, like what you would call an adventure for yourself. What's a goal for yourself? What do you view an accomplishment? What is love to you? You know what I mean? That movie asks a lot of questions like that. What is friendship? You know, what do you care about? What do you really hold close to yourself?
It's a fucking good movie, man. It's a really good movie. I actually forget that movie exists a lot. And then like every time someone brings it up, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's right, that fucking movie hit. That's a bopper.
Yeah, I need to watch that movie again. Actually,
yeah. Who all was in that? Let me see.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I remember Daddy Obi being in that. Because that was the Ewan McGregor, Elena Bonham Carter. That's right. Danny DeVito. I love that guy.
Ooh, another movie I watched recently that actually made me think a lot about things, mainly from like a musician standpoint. And I think everybody should watch this movie. Doesn't matter what kind of music you like, but it's called The Sound of Metal.
Good movie.
I need to see it.
Yeah, that's a fucking good movie.
I bet you connected with that a lot.
Yeah, I had a few tears for that fucking movie. That movie was rough.
I did too. Because I mean, you know how much I love playing music. I sat there and I just thought about everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Another movie.
Good runner
for me personally. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say a good runner up to Sound of Metal in the music scene would be Whiplash. I would say.
Yeah, Whiplash is good too. I used to be in school band as a percussionist. Actually,
I don't know if that movie is as existential as I want it to be, but it's a good movie. That was a good fucking movie. I'll tell you what.
I was gonna say, because of like the type of music scene and the people that I would say I used to float out around a lot. SLC Punk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn classic movie.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else ready? Well, got some. Xander,
I can fire off a few. So like, because like the ones that come to mind that genuinely like have moved me. I know you ask for the one, but I feel like in order to really build up to the one kind of it movies hit me differently.
Okay.
And so like in recent viewings, so like I spoke recently about that film by John Krasinski with Ryan Reynolds.
Watched it today, dog.
I genuinely really enjoyed that movie, but it also kind of hit me in certain aspects because, and especially being a father, it kind of opened my eyes to something where like something I struggle with really badly is my imagination, which is crazy to think because I am a creative. I do graphic design and stuff like that, but at the same time, my childhood, I never had an imaginary friend. You know, I never had these things in my life. Whereas like, you know, like they paint this picture of imaginary friends being a universal thing, right? But it really showed me just how stifled my upbringing was as a kid. But like, I didn't have a childhood essentially, which was like what it kind of showed me. And then like movies like Onward, where I was like, fuck, I'm a shitty brother. Because I don't. That's what I've felt watching Onward, because like I don't really have a close relationship with my brother, which I wish I did. And then even weirdly enough, like Wonder Woman 84, and I know like a lot of people would laugh me saying that, but it's literally one scene. It's one it's one scene like that it was Pedro Pascal's character at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
Where he's like he just wants to be a good father and give his son the world, and I was just like, fucking god damn it, the shitty ass fucking movie is bringing me to tears over this fucking part. And those are the top three that really come to mind. And then one that has just resonated with me for just despite any other film, and it's one film that I don't think we've ever spoken about either on content or just in general.
Bridge Over the River Kwai.
The Fountain.
Oh.
The Fountain by Darren Aronofsky.
Dr. Zhivago. The Fountain?
Yes, The Fountain.
The Fountain. Okay.
Yeah. Darren Aronofsky. It was Hugh Jackman, Rachel Weisz. I watched this movie on a whim. I think
this is. Oh yeah. Oh wow, this movie is. I forgot how old this movie was.
Yeah,
this movie was rad. Yeah, this movie was sick.
It's for those who don't know, it's a tale of like 3 interconnected stories, but they take place in different points in time, and all of which are trying to basically solve this mystery on, how does this man save his dying wife, and like finding the cure to cancer, basically. And yes, the story itself is very heavy and very, it just draws at so many different strings. It was the music that got me weeping. And the composer was a Clint Mansell. Clint Mansell was the composer for this, and like there were times where I was completely distracted. I didn't even know what was going on in the film because the music alone was just like, oh my god, I'm feeling things and I don't know why. Holy shit.
This one's for like anybody who like really likes animals, but that movie, it's a Owen Wilson movie actually with Jennifer Aniston. Wow. But Marley and Me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one really makes you value like the friendship that you can have with an animal.
I'm laughing because that movie shouldn't have been that good. It shouldn't have been that
and it is good. That good. It is so good.
Like, you watch a trailer for that movie, you're like, that movie's dog shit, right?
That's but like, I was gonna say the trailers, the marketing was so misleading.
Because they made you think that was just going to be like a heartwarming family film about this fucking dog, right? And it kind of is that. It kind of is that.
Like akin to like Air Bud. Almost.
Right. That. And it is kind of that. But then like a whole dude, that fucking movie was really good. Like
yeah.
I think a movie that this is gonna sound really funny, but this was a big eye-opener for me, specifically at one point in my life when I was a lot younger. Because this movie came out when I was like, I think in my very early 20s. Like I was either 20 or 21. But that movie Adventureland, mainly because of the themes of that movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, meeting this person that's like super popular, cool guy and trying to be like that person and befriend that person, right? But then your actual best friend is moving on with their life and like going towards their goals and successes while you are not, and you're just getting yourself in trouble. At the same time, you're chasing somebody like that girl, trying to be with that girl, and then you're realizing you're like, I need to be true to myself and not try to act like somebody I'm not, because that's what that movie is about. And that like gave me like, because like when I was younger, I used to be a real shithead. Like if you think I'm a shithead right now, when I was younger, it was really bad.
We would not have been friends.
No, we wouldn't have. You would have hated me. I guarantee it.
Well, Xander might have been a shithead too in the right way.
No, I wasn't a shithead until after I graduated high school.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But this is still like for those first couple years after high school, I was definitely shit. I didn't change my ways till I was like 20. You know, I was like high school kid. I was. But like this movie was kind of like an eye opener to me myself. You know.
Sure. Garrick, DJ, are either of you guys ready?
I guess I could.
All right, go for it.
There's two movies that I think have affected my life, in a way. One of them it's in my top 5 movie list. I think my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's Departures. It's a Japanese film. It is one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's this. I don't know if you guys seen it, but if you have, I recommend you watch it because it's about this guy. He plays the cello in this orchestra.
Okay.
But the studio or whatever is like letting this orchestra go, and so now he's going back to his hometown to find a job, and the only job that is available is to do this traditional way, like this traditional Japanese tradition to like clean the body of like the dead, like for the funeral, for them to like pass on, like prepare them for their departure to the next life.
Gotcha. Okay.
So but he has to wrestle that, like trying to provide for him and his family while also he gets scrutinized by the community and his wife because it is seen as impure to touch dead people, and like the job is very impure, but he finds beauty within it.
Oh,
so it's super sick movie.
It's Masahiro Motoki. Okay, he's like
I want to say
big Japanese movie star over there.
Yes, yeah, I want to say I've seen like the image for that film mainly because there's a travel documentary, I might have mentioned it before, that I really like called the same name, Departures, but like for a while it was like not on Netflix, so that movie kept coming up, and I'm actually like kind of like, it's one of those things where it's just like kind of cool that someone has actually seen that, and now I can actually put context to what I was seeing like in the past. So you say that's actually your favorite film?
One of my, it's one of my, it's like top 3, I think in my
oh wow. Shit. Damn, I was missing out and not checking that out like fucking dude, 8 years ago.
I enjoy it, dude. It's a really good film. It's really
check that out now.
Well shot, well put together. It's emotional. I need to rewatch it again, dude. It's been like a year since I've watched it. And then also my second film is also a Japanese film. But this one's by Akira Kurosawa, and this one is called Ikiru, Ikiru, or the English title is To Live.
Okay.
There's this old salary man. He works at the post office, and he's been doing the same thing for years now. And he gets diagnosis that he has cancer. So he gets like an epiphany moment. He's like, I have wasted my life here. And so he goes around to like, and he doesn't tell anyone. He doesn't tell anyone that he has cancer. He just starts trying to live and like just go out and experience things he hasn't done. Like go out to the club or go out to this place to eat, and like he finds a neighborhood girl, and he tries to ask her like, what do you do for fun? Like what is it do kids do for fun, or like do teenagers do for fun? And like, let's do that. I'll go with you and stuff like that. So it's like, it's a drama. It's like a melodrama. It's like, it's sad, but it's so well shot. I enjoy this movie.
All right, fuck yeah, dude. That's
I've
heard of
Akira. My stupid ass picks. Yeah, like fucking Kurosawa. That is like peak cinema right there.
Big brain cinema.
This one is more like kind of underrated movies. Like everyone goes for Rashomon or Seven Samurai, Yojimbo. I love those. But like my favorite Akira Kurosawa film is High and Low, but I think this one is a close second because I enjoy this a lot. Because High and Low is like nothing tops High and Low for me. But yeah, Ikiru, really good. Akira and Departures. Those are my two.
Okay, yeah, man. Garrick, are you locked and loaded?
I definitely wasn't able to narrow it down to one. I kind of had a hard time with that, but I was just trying to think about like movies that have made like me just really think about things in one way or another. And the thing is like I think some of these like aren't necessarily considered like objectively good movies, but like there's sometimes they did something for me.
Yeah, they don't need to be.
One that comes to mind that I think about constantly. I actually haven't seen it in a lot of years because like it was just a really, really heavy film for me when I watched it when I was younger. But it's Will Smith's 7 Pounds.
That was gonna be one of mine. That was gonna be one of mine for sure. That fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, and that movie covers some like really really heavy shit, and like that was like it's essentially like this. It's a man who holds like a lot of regret over some choices that he made.
Survivor's guilt
in his life.
Yeah,
literally survivor's guilt, and like he takes matters into his own hand to try to rectify that, and making some choices that he probably didn't necessarily need to make to right the wrong that he felt like he needed to right. But it like that film like really made me like it gave me like a different perspective on like what it means to love somebody and like the value of like your individual human life, and like that like you should choose life, and that like that stuff's really important because like you can do all these sorts of great things, but like at the end of the day, like if you're not around anymore, like like that hurts the people that you love. So like that was definitely one movie that like I think about all the time. Like it was goddamn it was I remember when it came out in like 2008, and like I think it was like 16, 17 at the time. Actually no, 2008. Yeah, I was like 15 or 16 when I saw this movie. Yeah. Like literally just like old enough to basically go see a rated R movie by my fucking self. And like, dude, that shit like fucked me up. It absolutely did a number on me. Like as a teenager, like that was definitely a really impactful movie for me.
That era of Will Smith was so good. We got like Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds, I Am Legend,
the Oscar push era,
or Hancock.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
Hancock. And Hitch.
And
like that was a good.
That was a good movie.
Hitch was a good
Very good movie.
But no, that one was
Hitch
definitely
is probably my favorite Will Smith film.
That one's up there for
with
me.
Kevin
it was
James.
Like definitely one. Yeah, Kevin James. So that one was like super thought provoking for me. Was 7 Pounds. Like I definitely like that's a movie I think about like a lot whenever I like come in a dark place. Like I always remember like that's not, we don't got to do that. We don't got to, we could throw that. We don't have to go that route. That's nuclear. And like that fucking, that like movie always just like kind of reminds me that like human life is very, very precious, and that we should value it heavily. Another one, this movie's like, it's labeled as a comedy. But like it's
so is the bear.
That's true. But like it's a heavier comedy, and it's also, I think it also might have come out in like fucking 2008, actually, or around that same time. But it stars, it's actually an Adam Sandler film, believe it or not, called Reign Over Me.
Good movie. Good movie. Yeah.
And so it stars him and Don Cheadle, and they basically they both lost their families in the 9/11 attack, and they like basically rekindled their friendship off of like their mutual grief. And like it's about like those characters and like their deep story that they're dealing with, and like how they like their friendship was very, very vital to like their future lives, and like how like that like those sorts of like friendships and like rekindling those relationships can be really pivotal in somebody's life, and about how like they were basically like each other's like rock essentially, in like a big turning point of like after having like lost their all of their family. So it was like for it being like an Adam Sandler film, I remember watching it and it just really caught me off guard. Definitely one of those ones I think about pretty frequently.
You just reminded me of like a deep core movie that I forgot that I watched because it is sad as fuck. But it's 50-50 starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen.
I don't know. I've seen that one.
That's a rad ass movie.
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character ends up with cancer, and his best friend is played by Seth Rogen, and it's about them going through that journey together.
Yeah, see, I like those sorts of like those relationship stories where like because I really like relationship stories where it isn't always just about like not like love, like being in love, like I like shit where like they show like that there's other kinds of love than just being like in love with somebody, and how important like those relationships are,
like brotherly love,
or like platonic love and brotherly love, and just like the various facets of like the human relationship and like the different levels of friendship that we can cultivate with people, and like how pivotal those are. Man. Dude, literally, I Love You Man is actually a great fucking movie. Like the movie's hilarious, but like it really is about how important friendships are.
I do want to jump in real quick because you brought up Adam Sandler, and it completely I can't believe I didn't think about this. It's kind of like what started me realizing that I have feelings and I cry at movies was Click. The fucking ending of Click, dude.
Ending of Click,
and like the overall like lesson with Click, like fucking like that. Yeah, that one fucking still.
Listen, I too would not be able to let go of Kate Beckinsale. You know what I mean?
None of us would.
I'd be like, yeah, take it all back. Put me back. Any others, Garrick?
Yeah, one last one actually. It was one I ended up seeing in high school. It was like one of those few rare things that school showed me, and I was like, I'm gonna remember this because it left a little bit of an impact. But Robin Williams' The Dead Poet Society.
Fuck me. Yeah, that is a movie.
Like, I feel like that's just a
holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a very, very, very powerful coming of age story. And like it just because like I too lost a very dear friend to me like while I was in high school, and like that which was like a pivotal part of that film. And like a pivotal part. So like that definitely like I like those like that I definitely connected specifically with that in my life because it paralleled with an actual event that I had experienced. And like I think that's also one that I haven't watched again because it's pretty heavy, like but like fucking Oh Captain, My Captain, you know what I'm saying?
Goddamn, baby.
Yeah, another Robin Williams movie that really makes you think about things is World's Greatest Dad.
That was
I haven't seen
movie.
that one.
That was a rough.
I have not seen that. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's rough.
It
makes you think.
Just heavy.
That was the last movie he filmed before passing away, and some people think because the movie's about this guy's son having had committed, and the entire movie's dialogue is talking about loosely making the decision of taking your own life or not. And it was wildly connotated directly to Robin Williams passing soon after that movie was filmed. It was a rough watch, especially after the fact, because there is a moment in the movie where he's having this kind of meta moment with you as the audience, but he's speaking into a camera as his character, and he's doing this like dialogue run of like, suicide is, what does he say? It is a short-term solution for a long-term problem. You know what I mean? Basically saying like, you shouldn't do that, but he's putting on a facade in the movie that I don't want to say much more than that. And it was just eerie. It's eerie to watch it after the fact, knowing the context behind the story of that movie. Yeah. Rough watch for sure. Okay, I can burn through 3 really quick. I think I have my 3 that I definitely want to talk about. So, firstly, I would say the one that fucking in my earliest days blew my fucking mind was Princess Mononoke. And this movie is for anyone that hasn't seen that movie from at home. It's an allegory for how we as human beings have fucked up the planet is effectively the idea. And it, pulls us in this really, really cool fucking universe in which that's displayed the way that it is displayed, in which, humans are now having to quarrel with forest gods because of the poor decisions that humans have made in this world. It is also a just stunning animated movie. That is just a pinnacle in fucking animated films. Obviously we all know about, the Studio Ghibli movies that have come out over time. People talk a lot about, My Neighbor Totoro. They talk a lot about Spirited Away or Castle in the Sky,
Grave of the Fireflies, dude.
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies, man. That's a fucking movie, dude. And fuck me. That's a goddamn movie. And listen, they all deserve their fucking respect. But I feel like Princess Mononoke doesn't get quite enough love. Because that movie fucked me up as a kid.
That's like one of my favorite ones. It was one of the first one.
Yeah, it is my favorite one.
Yeah, same.
Hands down. Same. And it's I feel like the most true storytelling that they've done out of any movie, because they don't hold anything back in that at all.
Sure don't. Sure don't. The second one I want to bring up, and this one might be a little goofy, but hear me out. I remember seeing this movie. And yeah, dude, yeah, for sure. Eye to eye. I remember watching the first 10 minutes of this fucking movie and feeling like, one, realizing in my life, wow, I want that. I want just pure, just unbridled happiness in my life. I want a family. I want a partner. I want someone that can make me happy, and I make them happy, and just live just this amazing, beautiful fucking life. And then right at the end of this 10 minutes, it fucking destroys you, because the second movie I want to mention is Up.
Yeah, Jesus
Christ. Holy fuck. Did this first 10 to 15 minutes of this movie just rock your fucking world, man? I'll tell you what. Excuse me, I was fucking suffocated there. I walked out of that fucking 10 minutes there, and I had to pause the movie when I saw it, because I was like, oh my fucking God, man. What are they doing? Like, what are they doing with this fucking... Like, there's kids that watch this fucking movie, and these kids spitting and drooling all over themselves, not even realizing what their parents are currently fucking feeling right now. Because, oh my God, the way I would be a fucking mess if I lost my fucking partner.
Right, every time, bro.
Every time. Dude. Guaranteed.
I honestly, I think that's one of Pixar's best movies ever.
Period.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome back, Ohana.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Pixar like trait nowadays, like to make sure that they make movies where the kids probably they probably don't really get what's going on, but then all the parents that are watching are like sitting there like clutching their chest like, oh my God. Like that's how I felt watching Inside Out.
The day I don't cry at that fucking first 10 minutes, dude, is the day I lost my humanity, because there's no way.
Dude, I mean, like Pixar's just like, they've come out with some movies that just destroy you as an adult. Like Coco, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
You.
Coco was
Pixar. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
so is Soul.
Soul, yeah.
Soul. Dude, Soul.
Dude, Soul. Soul's good. Soul didn't hit me.
Why did I not mention that one?
Soul didn't hit me in the same way that Coco did, because it hits that ending for Coco, and I was like, "Fuck me, dude!" Like, guaranteed, I'm crying every fucking time.
Soul hits me right in the
Soul just hurts the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
it
Soul at the end
feels.
Yeah,
dude. Soul at the end, it's like when the lady he's been trying to work with tells him about that like analogy about the fish. Like, man, I'm trying to look for I'm looking for the ocean. He said the other fish, and the other was like, dude, this is the ocean. It's like, nah, this ain't the ocean, man. This is water.
Fuck me, dude.
I was like, dude, fuck.
That movie had no right being that woke, man. It was fucking crazy. That movie was so good, and that movie did not get the credit it fucking deserved. Period.
It did, because people didn't fucking get it.
Yeah, man.
Literally didn't get it.
That, or they were mad at it because it reflected their lives.
Yeah. So old boo boo fucking butthurt. And then last one that I want to mention is I want to have us get out of here. Guys, fucking this movie to this day still fucking gets me when I think about it. And I've watched it probably a good 11 fucking times already. And every single time I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude, who am I? Like, what is the world that we fucking live in, man? Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah,
is a movie that broke my brain in fucking theaters. Dude, the experience of this movie on opening night, seeing this movie for the first fucking time, I was like, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, be happy, be sad, be angry. Like, there were so many emotions over the course of this fucking movie. And specifically, and I know you guys fucking remember, that 20 minutes at the end of the movie, from the rock scene forward, you are not you anymore.
That rock scene,
oh my God,
fucking crushes
Laundry and taxes fucking emotionally destroyed me.
Dog, fucking come on. Just the whole obviously everyone fucking knows the line of the I really would have wished for us to just do laundry together. That, dude, the whole fucking movie is just a pinnacle in fucking filmmaking and storytelling that is just unreal. But I still to this day think about that movie and just feel a weight on me from experiencing that movie, because that movie is fucking heavy. Oh my God, it's heavy. Just be a rock. Just be a rock.
I hate.
So from now on at 20K Films, we're going to be rating films on whether it's Borderlands to Everything Everywhere else.
I hate. No, I'm not even going to go there right now.
Fuck it, do it.
I hate that I have a connection with that movie with the person that I watched that movie with.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
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 I'm thinking, yeah.
This has been the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, 5 of the Brethren Court gather together to discuss anything and everything, everywhere, all at once, that the 7 Seas has thrown our way. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services. But you can also support us by following or subscribing to Good Kraken right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show, or by subscribing to our YouTube channel by clicking the link down here in the description section below in order to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. We have to go, everybody. Until next time, my friends.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Oh yeah.